Welcome back to 3 Points and a Touchdown. I'm your host, Charles Fisher, joined here with Zach Kaplan and Roman Bostic. And today we're going to talk about a situation. If the MVP did not go to quarterbacks every year, who would it go to? We're going to start with Zach.
I think that it would be Derrick Henry. The man's a monster, and he rarely gets injured. With the 17-game season, I could see him maybe getting close to 2,000 rushing yards. I think it would be crazy to see it. But if anyone could do it, it's him. He's definitely one of the best, if not the best running backs out there. And he could definitely win this award if it wasn't going to quarterbacks every single year.
Roman?
Now, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, and my pick isn't actually going to be Derrick Henry. I think I'm going to have to go with Christian McCaffrey because the point of the most valuable player isn't who puts up the most stats. It's not who does the best. It's not who looks the best. It's who is the most valuable to that team. And I think that Christian McCaffrey is more valuable to the Panthers than Derrick Henry is to the Titans. The Titans have they have Julio Jones, they have A.J. Brown, and they have Ryan Tannehill. They have three good players on that offense that are already very talented and do a very good job at, holding down the fort and keeping those numbers up. Now, the Panthers, on the other hand, look horrible without CMC. Without CMC, they can't really do much. They don't have any other real play callers except maybe DJ Moore. That's the tops that I can think of. And I think McCaffrey, who can have 2,000 receiving yards and rushing yards in the same season, is more valuable than Derrick Henry, who, yes, by all accounts, is good. I think he's probably the best running back in the league, but I think that Christian McCaffrey is more valuable to the Panthers than Derrick Henry is to the Titans.
Well, Christian McCaffrey may be more well-rounded, but the Panthers still, with him, probably will not make the playoffs, and you can't give the MVP award to a team that won't make the playoffs. The Titans, on the other hand, most likely will make the playoffs with how solid of a team they have.
And you're just proving my point here. They've got such a solid team that even with the loss of Derrick Henry,
you can't make the playoffs if you can't win an
so
MVP
what?
without.
So if Christian McCaffrey doesn't make the playoffs, if Christian McCaffrey goes
then he isn't
for
that valuable.
Just because a person doesn't make the playoffs doesn't make them not valuable. For example, are you saying during his 1,000 rushing and receiving yard season, when he didn't make the playoffs, that means he's not valuable to his team?
He is valuable, but I don't think the most valuable player could go to someone that isn't making the playoffs or isn't coming close.
Let's think about hypothetically.
Maybe if they go 8 and 9, I could see him winning it, but not if they go like 6 and 12.
Well, then let's think
6 and 11.
Well, then let's think of a hypothetical here. Let's place Derrick Henry on the worst team in the league. They're absolutely garbage. But let's say Derrick Henry.
That's not happening. It's hypothetical.
I know. That's why I'm saying hypothetical. Let's put him on the worst team in the league. Let's say their team is absolutely garbage. Let's say Derrick Henry, though, with this bad team, still puts up monster numbers. But his team doesn't make the playoffs. They go 4-12. But Derrick Henry breaks the rushing yard record by 200 yards. So he shouldn't win MVP even if he does better than everyone else.
No. It's not who's better.
That's not how MVP works. Valuable
You
player.
said better.
Hold up. I'm going to add my 2 cents on this. I agree that winning definitely plays a big part in the MVP. How valuable can you possibly be if you can't lead that team to the promised land and to the playoffs? And I'm not saying football is a big team sport.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it all by yourself. But I think the guys are definitely going to be able to help them a lot. And if the Panthers go like maybe 8 and 9 or 9 and 8, then yeah, you could probably give it to CMC. But if the Titans go 9 and 8, if the Titans go 9 and 8, don't give it to King Henry. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's Pardon the Interruption with the 3 Points and a Touchdown Network. I'm Charles Fisher, joined with Zach Kaplan and Roman Bosick, and we'll see you next time.